Hey you guys, this is Creative Solutions, and today we on here for another subject. I know it's about trauma, but I know I'm using really big words. So we're gonna be talking about what messages are we formulating, right, due to trauma. And this is a very important subject because I'm gonna take a little deep dive and hopefully you guys like it and you guys could look at your lives and see what it is that you're doing and how it is you act the way you act and do the things you do. Okay, I'm gonna drop the intro. Okay, I'm back. So now I'm trying to get in the swing of things. So I guess I'll be doing more videos and more editing now, right? So since I'm back here, I wanted to talk about what messages are we formulating when it comes to trauma. And I just want to talk about in anything that you do, whether it's in spaces, whether it's with your family, whether it's something that you're going through. I noticed that, sometimes we stick a little bit too much to our trauma, and sometimes we're always looking for outside validation when it comes to it. And first and foremost, like if you go through something traumatic, it can either shift you so that you are able to overcome it, or you're able to grow with strength. You're able to overcome, grow with strength, and move beyond it. And maybe you come out of it and you come out as a warrior. Maybe you're that tough person, that one with the nice hard exterior. They go out there, they're a go-getter. Some people, it affects them that way. Some people become more nurturing, some people become more understanding. Some people hold on to that vile, that pain, that agony, and they want vengeance. Vengeance is theirs. So this is really important because I remember, you know, when I was going through my really bad traumatic experiences, and I know it was really bad because when you first start going through traumatic experiences and then you start to overcome it, the number one thing that people deal with is anxiety. And it's an anxiety of trying something new, going into a new frequency, trying to vibrate higher, and you get anxious, so you deal with anxiety. So I remember I was really really had bad anxiety. I used to always you be thinking about what somebody was always thinking about me. It was really really bad. So and I went through that for a couple of years. Oh my gosh. And a part of me, I had to just get over what people thought and started to try to live for me. And that was like a big turning point. And I know, some people kind of feel anxious, they don't feel comfortable, but I think it's all within you. Need to feel more confident within yourself. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. So back to traumatic experiences and what are you getting from that? Being in some of these spaces, I wouldn't want to just say YouTube, but outside of the spaces, some people are formulating groups, that's probably not the best intentions. Maybe you have a whole bunch of homegirls and all you guys do is go out and party, drink, and you feel a sense of power in that, and necessarily it's not really helping you or assisting you. I mean, if you go out, you do probably get a good workout in and you feel good and whatnot. But I will always say look at the environment and the people that you associate with. Yeah. That's key clues right there. Number two, what kind of relationships are you having with these people? Like what are you guys talking about on a daily basis? Is it something that's action based? Is it something that, provides a solution? Is it something that, like you get this creativity and you're just like, oh my gosh, I want to accomplish this. This is something that I have to accomplish. You're like, you get this creativity going. You feel so good. You just in the flow and you have all these brand new ideas. Then that is something that's really good for you and is going to your higher growth. And then you guys sometimes, you get around certain groups and then some people, all they do is complain. All they do is talk about this and how they're a victim and all of this is happening. And it's just like, I'm going to need you to take back your power. I'm going to need you to get out of that. It's not helping the situation. I'm going back into a downward spiral, right? You have that. And then you got people. And these are the very smart people, the really smart ones, right? They use their trauma and they create a movement. These people create books. Oh my gosh, they create books. They do podcasts. They do all of these things. But little do they know, it's all rooted, deeply rooted into their traumatic experiences because every single day they bring it up. Every single time we got to go back to that point in history that this happened to them and this is the reason why they're doing this, and everything is revolving around this feeling and getting back your power. And a part of me is like, okay, I understand you got a whole book, you got a whole movement, you doing this, but I'm like, if I'm trying to get over something and I'm trying to heal and I'm trying to overcome and I'm trying to be positive and I'm trying to be like a warrior, I don't want to learn more about negativity. I don't want to learn about how can I figure this person out. Like, what if I don't want to come in contact with that person? What if I want to elevate so I could attract better people? Why must I learn? It's like you need to learn all of the bad energy so you can navigate the bad energy. Who said I wanted to be in this type of environment? Like, and I feel like then the more you learn about it, the more your attraction is to be focused on that type of environment. And people don't understand the wordplay and the cause, everything that's going on. It's really the wordplay. People think it's like, oh, I'm learning all about this, but no, you're not. You're learning more about how to go back into that type of vibration, that type of energy, and now you're trying to combat it. So you're asking the universe, please send me more of these people because I want to test myself to see that I could point them out and I know who they are. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. So if it's not about solutions, if it's not about assisting you in your growth, if it's not about overcoming and letting that stuff go, I don't want to talk about it. Like, why do I want to learn? This is not throwing shade, but it is kind of throwing shade a little bit. I do not want to learn about the 50 Shades of Men. I'm sorry. I know I'm about to get hit with this, but I don't care. I do not want to learn about that. I'm sorry. I don't care if who said that. Why don't you want to learn about that? I don't. I don't give a fuck about learning about no 50 Shades of Men. Those are not the men who I want to attract. I'm not about to go sit there and go learn about them and do a whole book session. That's not me. To the people who want to do that, more power to you. But I won't be in that type of discussion. Sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. I don't want to learn more about something I don't want to attract. And it's easy as that. Like, why do I want to learn more about that? What good is that? That's like learning about the 50 demons. You want to learn about the 50 demons, the demons of hell. Why do I want to learn about them? Unless they are in part of my ancestors. But anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. It's like why? It's like the same thing goes for men, right? Like, man, do you really want to learn about the 15 most toxic women? Are you gonna go learn about them to go find them to point them out and say you are toxic? Like, make it make sense. So, so basically, you should know from your own intuition and how you talk to somebody. You already know that this person ain't about nothing. They're probably trying to deceive you. You would know. You would pick up on that vibe. I really don't think you need to go read a book, have a book session to talk about those things. I mean, use your intuition, use your friends, use your family. Those are the best people to go about navigating that. And to be honest, all you really do need to do is trust and love yourself, and your highest self will lead you out of any situation, and it will tell you which person is good or bad. If you do not trust yourself or have confidence within yourself, then I don't know. Then maybe you should do that. But that's just me. I don't want to learn about that. For the men and the women who do, more power to you. But I'm letting you guys know that you guys are opening a can of worms, and you guys are focusing on the worms instead of focusing on what's outside of that can. All right. So that's I really wanted to talk about those trauma, and how people are creating. What are you creating from your trauma? Like, come on, like, what are you doing? There's a lot of good people who do some phenomenal things, outside of their trauma. Remarkable. You got like what, like Issa Nichols, like her. You have a lot of good people who do like really good things outside of their trauma. And some people still kind of, inside of their trauma, but a lot of people overcome, and they have positive messages, and they tell people, to have their standards high, not low, but high. So I just, please do not get into the wars out here. And because I feel like you're going to be just warring against yourself. Yes, you will have a war against yourself unknowingly. The best thing to do is forgive, let go, and move on. Let that energy go so new energy could come in. And how are you supposed to invite good things into your life if you're constantly talking about the negativity and trying to figure it out, and trying to dissect it, and trying, like, okay, that's doing too much. At some point or another, when are you going to focus on some of the good things in your life? When are you going to focus on positivity? When are you going to focus on things that's going to actually nurture you and grow? And so, yeah, I just want people to be cognitive of what you are creating. Because I'm letting you know, the minute, I swear to you, the minute I started looking inward, and the minute that I started forgiving, and the minute that I started changing, what I was reacting to, the minute I started forgiving, the minute I started doing that, and, changing all of that, and stop playing victim, the minute I stopped doing all of that, everything opened up for me. It was like I did not have problems with anybody. I didn't have problems with anybody. I didn't want problems with anybody. Nothing, no problematic situation came to me. And then I got it. Right? The universe is reacting to your energy. The universe is reacting to what you're feeling. The universe is reacting to what you're putting out. And then it just hit me. And then I realized what it really meant when they says, as above, so below. And it really is true. The minute that you start working on your inside, is the outside will change. It's like day and night, you know. If I had done this sooner, in my 20s. Anyway, I still look young. But that's a joke. But but yeah, truthfully, your insides, like when I mean your insides, your spirituality, your thoughts, your beliefs, the way you look at situations, the way you think, the way you feel. You really need to take back your power. I swear to you. The minute that you started focusing on inwards, I swear the outside will have no choice but to change. And yeah. So yeah, so formulate. What is it? The message. What messages are we formulating due to our trauma? And I just want people to be empowered first and foremost. And you can't really empower yourself if you're still focusing on things that doesn't have your best interest. That's pulling you down. That's making you remember. That's making you think about, yeah, this is what happened. Like it's not doing what it's supposed to do. So that was my message for today, you guys. I'm all dressed up. I normally dress like this 3 or 4 times a week. But anyhow. So yeah, that was my message today. Watch what you are creating, watch what you are saying, watch how you navigate yourself, and take things one step at a time. Just remember the universe is always reacting to you. The world is reacting to you. People are reacting to you. You do have a vibration. You do have a frequency. And just hone into your frequency. Hone into it. And I know people would be like, I really don't get mad and I don't be cussing and doing all of that. Maybe a younger version of me did all of that in my early 20s and mid 20s. I'm not going to lie. Probably late 20s too. But now I have a really healing vibration. I'm a healer at heart. So I really don't get into all of that. Sometimes I do get mad and I do go off. But I just don't really get into all of that energy. Like you have to really do something really bad for me to get mad. Like really tick me off and then yeah, I'll get mad. But then I always think about a solution and what am I really mad about and what can transpire after this. I think about all of those things. And I'm and I'm mostly action based. So that's the way I work. I don't get mad. I don't start screaming us doing all of that. I might do something on the other end that's even way worse. And then I'd be like, okay, that's justifiable. And then I keep going. But I don't just get off and get angry and I'll be like, me expelling this energy, how is this helping me? It's not. What can I really do so I can get even? And then I go from there. You said, like, I think I'm really petty, the heart of all the pettiness. That's how I deal with it. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent right now. Just remember, what are you creating? And just think about the messages that you are creating. That's all I wanted to come on here and say. And hope you guys are having a good day. And this is Creative Solutions. I hope all is well. And until next time.